Sorry to bring up more of the same bullshit, but I've been in a mood lately, and that usually means that I'm gonna cry about Kairi. Are you ever gonna get off this thing you have with Kairi? No. My disappointment with the way Kairi was handled in 3 cut so deep because there was a lot of build-up for her leading up to this one. Setup that's been going on since the secret ending of Dream Drop. Or even 2 if you want to say that. Because it's kinda ridiculous how long she's been sidelined. I mean, she was the 2nd character in the entire series to be introduced, intros not included, and she still has yet to have her moment. She got her Keyblade very close to when Riku did, both narratively and canon-wise, and she has still done less with it than Riku, Xion, Terra, Aqua, Ven, Vanitas, Erebus, freaking Axel, who should have never gotten a Keyblade in the first place, is at the same level as her when it comes to Keyblading, and that sucks. And it is very telling how out of all the stupid, convoluted explanations that Nomura has given for the smallest, most inconsequential things, he has not even sniffed at the reason as to why Riku just hands Kairi her Keyblade. And at this point, I don't even want to know. I kinda just want it to be retconned. Just, boop, oh, now she has a Keyblade, We're gonna follow our own universe's rules today, boys. That's what we do here. So we have years and years and games upon games of setup, but somewhere someone had an error of communication and gave her absolute 0 payoff. And I guess that's the best way I can describe it, is that it feels like either one of 2 things happened. First, and this is really cynical, Nomura is a busy man. He obviously couldn't write the whole thing by himself, so he kinda schlepped the bulk of the writing onto his underlings, but he kept the ending for himself because that was too important for anybody else to touch. And he just wasn't good at writing it. So the separate writers had 2 different ideas of where the ending should be going, and the other writers logically thought that something was going to happen with Kairi and built it up to something that Nomura never planned to do. Or Nomura is not a total asshole and the first part of the story came from a different draft, but then he got an idea that needed both Sora and Kairi to end up where they are now, and he's going to completely blow me away with what he has planned that completely fixes Kairi's characterization and inclusion and power level and stuff. God, I wish that were true. 'Cause that's what he does best. He disappoints me beyond my lowest expectations, but he still does so in a way that leaves me with just the glimmer of hope that something really cool with Kairi is still possible. And I'm sitting here going, it's gonna happen someday. Soon. And I still do. There is nothing that Nomura could do to make me dislike Kairi. I have years of experience of defending her, even against the decisions of her writers, and there is no nerfing to her character or character assassination that they could do that would make me lose hope for her future. But that's just me. I have had my Kairi blinders comfortably secured to my face, and at this point I think they've grown into the tissue and would not be able to be removed without severe damage. But now is the time to drop the Kairi bomb and not the Kairi ball. It was supposed to be here that we got to see something really cool happen with Kairi, and postponing that, if that ever was the plan, comes at the cost of the worst moment in the entire series. And listen, I know I'm a Kairi stan, but I don't think it's entirely my bias when I say that this is the worst the characters have ever been treated, and the lowest point of the series. So that's my complaining for the day. I've just been trying to work through some feelings with Kairi lately, so if you're in the same boat, you come join me here on the floor. And maybe we'll be able to lift each other up. Eventually.